In a quiet African village surrounded by red soil and tall baobab trees, two friends grew up together. They were inseparable. They farmed together. They hunted together. They dreamed together. And like many young men uncertain about their future, they wanted answers. One afternoon, they walked to the edge of the village where an old palm reader sat beneath a wide tree. People believed he could see destiny in the lines of a hand. The first friend stepped forward confidently. The old man held his palm, closed his eyes, and spoke slowly. "Your future is bright. You will rise above your people. You will become king." The crowd gasped. The young man smiled. Then the second friend stepped forward. The old man studied his palm longer this time. His voice grew quieter. "You will struggle. Hunger will know your name. Your road will not be easy." Silence. The words felt heavy. The two friends walked home, one filled with pride, the other filled with fear. 2 years later, as the first friend lay on his mat smiling, "A king, why struggle so hard if greatness was already promised? Why sweat in the fields if destiny was secured?" As time passed, he began waking later. He skipped long hours in the sun. When others walked, he said, "My time is coming, you will all see." He began living as if the crown was already his. Meanwhile, the second friend each night could not sleep. The words from the palm reader haunted him as it echoed in his mind. "Hunger will know your name." He stared at the roof of his small hut, and then something inside him shifted. "If I must struggle, then I will struggle on my terms." Before sunrise, he packed a small bag. Without telling anyone, he left the village. Not in anger, not in shame, but in decision. He walked far beyond the familiar paths, beyond the farms, beyond the river, until he reached thick forest land no one wanted to claim. It was wild, untouched, dangerous, perfect. If destiny said he would struggle for food, then he would build a place where food would never run out. He began clearing trees with bare hands and simple tools. The first season was brutal. He failed. Crops died. Rain washed away seeds. He ate wild roots and small game. Some nights he cried quietly, but he did not return. Each year he learned. He studied the soil. He stored grain. He built irrigation channels. He planted more than he needed. He worked when no one watched. Meanwhile, back in the village, the future king waited and waited and waited. Years passed. The first friend had changed. He spoke often of his prophecy, but he had little to show for it. People began whispering. He borrowed food more often. He helped less. He believed more. He mistook prophecy for permission to relax. And slowly, he became dependent. Destiny had become an excuse. Then it happened. The rain stopped coming. The soil cracked open. Crops failed across the entire region. Hunger spread like fire. Granaries emptied. Children cried at night. Strong men grew weak. The village faced its darkest season. Even the one promised a crown had nothing. He searched for help, but destiny was silent. One day, a hunter traveled deeper into the forest than ever before. What he saw stunned him. Acres of golden crops, healthy livestock, full storage barns, order, planning, abundance. He ran back to the village and told everyone, "There is food in the forest." Desperate, the villagers gathered and worked together. When they reached the farm, they saw a man standing tall at the entrance. Strong, calm, disciplined. It was him. The one who was told he would starve. The one who left quietly. The one who chose effort over fear. They stared in disbelief. He said nothing at first. He simply opened his storehouses and fed them, not because they asked, but because they needed it. That day, the village understood something powerful. A true king is not crowned by prophecy. He is crowned by responsibility. The elders called for a gathering under the same tree where the prophecy was spoken years before. They made a decision. No leader watches his people starve. You saved us. You built when others waited. They placed a simple crown upon his head, not because fate promised it, but because his choices earned it. The first friend stood in the crowd, hungry, confused, still whispering, but I was told, and in that moment, he understood too late. Prophecy did not make the king. Preparation did. Destiny did not change the future. Decision did. Your future is not written in your hand. It is written in your habits. Comfort can destroy a bright promise. Pressure can build a powerful leader. Two people can hear words about tomorrow, but only one decides what to do today. The difference between a beggar and a king is not prophecy. It is discipline.